it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I decided to try Shine and Jam on my hair to see if it was going to help with holding my braid out, see if it would help definition last a little bit longer. But of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. And if you're the owner of a black-owned business, please send me an email at SharmaineJoyel@gmail.com or go ahead and click the Google link down below. But let's get started. So last night I decided to do a wash day. Then after that I had this idea, wondering if Shine and Jam would be a good holder for helping keep my definition a little bit longer. Usually when I stretch out my hair or do a braid out or twist out, I'll usually use like a butter and stuff like that. But I had some Shine and Jam left over from when I had my hair done and put in Senegalese twists. Also, a couple weeks ago, or at the beginning of November, I went to California with my mom and my sister, and I did a twist out on my mom's hair using Shine and Jam. And the twist out came out great. It's the first time she'd ever had a twist out. I didn't bring my camera with me, so I didn't get to film it. The reason I wanted to try it is because I did that twist out on her hair, and then we went to the beach the next day, and her hair held up so nice. Like, it literally didn't affect her twist, like the humidity at the beach or just all the water in the air, it literally didn't even seem to affect her hair at all. So I was wondering, would that do the same thing for me? Would it have the same effect? So I decided to try and do a little bit of an experiment. So last night I washed my hair, and then of course I broke out my handy dandy and trusty RevAir Reverse Blow Dryer. All I used on my hair was my Cantu Leave In Conditioning cream, and then I used a little bit of a heat protectant, because you always want to use some kind of a heat protectant on your hair. I just grabbed this like Tresemme heat protectant that was at Fry's. It was the only one they had at the store for whatever reason, so that's the one I went with. After blow drying out each section, I took about a dime-sized amount of my Shine and Jam and I spread that onto each section before braiding up and twisting the ends. Just my usual stretching routine. Usually I will leave my hair in the braids for like a couple days, usually about like 3 days before taking it out. But I was interested to see if just wearing them in for that one night, like I did with my mom's, if the Shine and Jam would help hold any definition in my hair. Now, usually the first area that I will lose definition is in the very front, so that's kind of the part I was most interested in. I also only used about a dime-sized amount because I wasn't sure if it was gonna make my hair stiff or not. But what I like so far about the Shine and Jam is it's a conditioning gel. It's not as watery, at least in my opinion. It's not as watery as like a normal gel. And the fact that it's conditioning. So I kind of was interested to see how that would make my ends feel. I like how thick I just like the consistency and the texture of the Shine and Jam, so this was actually kind of fun for me to use. And if you've been with my channel, gels just don't seem to work on my hair, like, at all. They tend to flake or leave some sort of crazy residue on my hair, and the Shine and Jam didn't do that whatsoever. So this morning I took out my hair, again checked for residue and didn't see anything. And the definition was really, really nice. I was very excited about how the hair came out after I initially unbraided it. And the shine, it just felt so soft. My ends looked great. I think Shine and Jam also smells really good, if that matters to some people. It's not like a super strong smell, but I love the scent of it. It didn't seem to be too heavy on my hair. That was the other thing that I like. I think because it's a conditioning gel, it leaves the hair a little bit softer. I know that typically people will use it for when they do protective styles. I don't know if people use Shine and Jam for their edges. I'm not someone who lays my edges, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But so far I was really, really, really loving it. But I decided, I was like, this is what it looks like inside. How is it gonna hold up when I go outside? It's been quite rainy the last couple days here in Arizona, and I figured since it wasn't heavily raining today, but it was still wet out, how would my hair react? Would it still hold up? So I ran to Target to just like return some stuff, and I noticed right when I got back in the car, this was about like an hour and a half after I had done my hair, but the very front had already seemed to kind of start to straighten out a bit and really fluff up. I've lost some of my definition, which isn't honestly that shocking. The bottoms, you know, have held up. I think that's just because it's covered by all the hair on top of it. But this is usually how things go for me. This is usually how my twist outs end up. So maybe it's just my hair. Maybe there's not some kind of magic product that's gonna like really hold my hair together for a long period of time. Who knows? This is what it looks like after running to Target. So definitely lost some definition, but nothing to cry over. A little more volume isn't gonna hurt anybody. But this is kind of the end result of being outside, like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. So I'm wondering if maybe leaving my hair in the braids for a couple more days, and also maybe using some kind of like anti-frizz serum along with the conditioning cream, or excuse me, with the conditioning gel / Shine and Jam. I'm wondering if that would result in a better result. So I'm assuming I may have to try this again. I want to get, there's this hair polish, I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to put a picture of it, but like my mom had used that on her hair since I was a kid. I used it when I was a teenager and had relaxed hair. It's like this hair polish that's supposed to be like an anti-frizz hair polish. Interested in seeing if maybe applying that would yield in a better result for me. So far, the pros are that, one, I'm a fan of the fact that it hasn't flaked on my hair and that it's left my hair very, very soft. I think this is the one and only like gel that I feel safe and comfortable actually using, and not like worried about some, you know, not worried about residue or like a white cast on my hair, flaking all over my clothes or anything like that. It also doesn't leave like a crunchy feeling. I can't stand the crunchy feeling of gel, just me personally. So those were kind of the pros of using Shine and Jam so far for me. So I am a fan of Shine and Jam. I think I just need to use it in conjunction with something else. I'm also wondering if maybe if I had used a little bit more Shine and Jam, I didn't want to use too much that it would like start to revert the blown out hair, the stretched hair while I was applying it. But I'm wondering if better used along with other products. But yeah, that's my experiment with Shine and Jam. I still like it, but I'm wondering if using some like anti-frizz serum along with it might help, or maybe I just need to use more Shine and Jam. I don't really know. Maybe the dime-sized amounts on each section wasn't really enough. But I'm not too mad at this. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.